What's up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome to today's pre-market analysis. Today is Tuesday, August the 12th, and let's get straight into it. Today is CPI day, so I do want to mark out the levels that CPI resulted in. But other than CPI, regarding news, we don't really have anything else other than CPI. We had CPI, and then we have some speakers, but other than that, it's not crazy. CPI is the main thing that we have to worry about. I'm allowing, I'm continuing allowing, yeah, okay, Trump, whenever Trump speaks, it's not good. Stocks rose and bond yields fell after the latest inflation report fueled speculation that the Fed will soon be able to lower interest rates. So that should, S&P 500 strengthened. Okay. 7:30. So let's just mark out that level and be very careful today as Trump is saying some rowdy stuff. 7:30. So where is that 7:30 candle? It's going to be right here. This is that CPI. So I'm thinking we may want to rebalance back down to the bottom of that CPI range. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the low of this candle and mark this as main liquidity and add on that this is CPI. So honestly, from where we're sitting at right now, I do think that after a potential retracement, price will head down into these CPI levels, simply because we have started to make an imbalance to the downside. Right now, we are retracing into this level right here. Wait, let me see bookmap to see if there's anything. Yeah, 6,400 is a key area filled with liquidity. I might actually enter a trade live on session today if you start to see buyer absorption up here. There's not really any barriers up here, so I'm gonna be iffy, but we did see aggressive selling delta, and this would work with the overall trend today. This rebalancing view off. Let's see. I'm watching bookmap right now. That's why I'm being a bit quiet. Don't really have too many passive orders today, so nothing really to speculate off of in that sense. But yeah, we are. Usually don't go in the 1 minute, but we are in a 1 minute fair value gap. What would be better is to simply focus on this. We are filling in the volume here. We're seeing lots of buying pressure occur here, and these are big candles, lots of volume within these candles. Let me see how much movement that is. Yeah, so we have a lot of volatility here today, which means we might want to be risk off, but we're starting to jump into this passive region. I do want to see buyer absorption if we want to enter. Uh, 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 uh. This would be the area I want to enter. If we push above without any reaction, then I likely won't enter. But I want to see clear buyer absorption. If we don't see that, I won't enter. This does look like a pretty decent play. But once again, we do have liquidity up here at 6,440. And not main liquidity, bookmap liquidity. And this is also going to be bookmap liquidity. And we also have it at 42.5. So I mean, we're sitting between this range again. I would want to see these CPI lows get taken out just for a simple rebalance off the CPI news, but it might not happen. We are seeing buyer absorption here with selling coming in, but if we enter, that would put us, where would that put our stop loss? Put us at 25 ticks. So we're getting a lot of volatility here today. I don't want to risk too much. We might have missed out a trade. This is likely going to play out, moving all the way to CPI lows. 70 tick play, potentially. We are seeing buyer absorption there, right at that region. Unfortunately, we were not able to get an entry on that. That's quite unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's not worry about this. Let's just continue charting and see what's up in that sense. Let's go on to the 4 hour. And we're gonna have these highs. like such. We're gonna have these lows. Just marking all of this out. Market has already opened, so that's why we're looking for trades that's already in pre-market. The next level above is likely going to be this all-time high. We'll consider as a 3-hour, which works with all that bookmap liquidity, which could be a good area for reversal or continuation towards the upside. But as you can see, those shorts are coming in like we wanted them to. Just quite unfortunate that we missed that. Came straight into this area where we saw aggressive selling delta within high volume. We splurged above it a little bit. Lots of buyers tried to get in. Unfortunately, got absorbed. Aggressive selling started to kick in. Then we see our pop coming in. I do think we can head lower into these CPI levels, but we do have to see it. The 3-hour not noticing. Let's see. We can mark these lows. Oh, there's that. There's a lot of 3-hour zones. Almost too many 3-hour zones. Marking all of that out. Marking all of that out. Look at the volume being generated here, and we are coming into an area where there are passive buyers around 6410. That was where potential sellers got absorbed, so it's hard to determine location and direction where we're sitting at right now. But today is a high volatility day that does allow us to catch bigger plays. If you can get a good risk, like maybe 20 to 22 tick stop loss, then we'll take it, but anything higher, I wouldn't be comfortable risking unless we scale down to micros. That's pretty much it on the 3-hour. 2-hour. 2-hour, nothing else. 1-hour. We do have that region, but 3-hour confirms that. We have this 1-hour area. Let's see. Okay, this 1-hour area is holding very extremely hard. Or I guess not. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I mean let's see how it looks on 5 minutes. So 1-hour area did work pretty nicely. Now we're seeing these sellers come in like just like we wanted them to. That's unfortunate. We could have caught an 80 tick move on ES, which is quite rare, but that's okay. We'll hopefully find some more opportunities. Don't want to rush it in before we complete our pre-week. Pre-market, pardon me. Nothing else. Is there anything else on the 1-hour? Not really, no. 30-minute, we are going to mark out this 30-minute zone up here that has been there for a while now. Bruh, there we go. 30-minute right there. 15-minute, I'm not expecting much. Yeah, I mean, we're starting to come down exactly like we wanted it to. Like, where did we find our entry? We found our entry where it was like 30 ticks away from these highs. So let's adjust to 27.5. It was 2 ticks above here. We'll be at 3. That's a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Pretty decent trade if I would say so myself, but I don't know. We just have to continue waiting for opportunities. These shorts could have been good. And I'm liking the volatility here today. We're actually seeing movement. If you can capture a piece of that movement, I would be happy to take a trade. Yesterday, I did not do market analysis session because honestly, yesterday was not we had not the best price action, as you can see. 830 to, yeah, 830 to like 830 to like 945 region, complete chop. And then after 945, 1030, we just held down a little bit, rebalanced up. Nothing we could have taken there. Really wasn't worth. It was a day filled with choppiness and boring action, and when there's boring action, that's typically a sign that there's no opportunities. Thus, you should not be taking anything. Typically. Not in all occasions, but typically. But one thing before we start concluding this is I do want to mark out a volume profile, seeing where volume has been transacted. We are at the region, but this area, we have this lower area in this region. We are generating volume where we're sitting at right now, but hard to tell if we consolidate again. Lower at this 2 hour near that CPI. So yeah, I do think we can head lower into CPI. We might be able to get a good retracement play here as we head into that 6420 area. No, I'm not going to enter simply because we did happen to see a little bit of seller absorption here. Lots of selling delta, aggressive selling delta with the volume cluster. Wasn't able to push lower. It's not going to be the best idea to take a short here, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. We are bouncing back. On NQ, we did already take out that CPI lower liquidity, and we just recently took that out as well. So yeah, I mean, we've charted ES. Let's go ahead and chart NQ real quick. First step, mark out that CPI liquidity down here, which we have taken out. So I'm gonna mark it as a segment. Hold on. There we go. Like such. And then we can go into 4 hour and start marking all our other stuff out. And as we did see, we did sweep this upper liquidity like such right here. Oh my. There we go. Main liquidity sweep there. We have new main liquidity here. On the lower side, we have a bunch of different levels. I don't even know what I just clicked there. Mark out these lows. Speed, that's what we're utilizing right now to mark out. I'm just seeing if what we saw in NQ, and maybe you can use double confluences from both ES and NQ. But we got really close to these all-time highs. And this area is going to be at 3 hours. So if we're going to bounce back up, which is likely because CPI data did come out bullish, then right now wouldn't be a bad place to continue up. But we do have passive orders preventing us from heading up. I mean, just a waiting game at this point to find an opportunity. We don't want to rush anything. I feel like that's what we've been doing wrong this last week. Simply because we wanted to rush a trade, get in a trade and then get out. We kind of forced it a little bit. And because of that, the highest quality trades were not made. And because the highest quality trades were not made, profit was not made as well. So I'm gonna look to take only the best of the best trades and not try to rush anything when it comes to finding a setup, especially on CPI day. I'm liking the high volatility of CPI day, but opportunity wise, we have to wait and see. That's going to be the most important aspect of today. Nothing else I'm seeing, and that is basically everything. Let's hop on here. Did make a nice, oh man. Let's see. This would be a 15-minute supply, but we do have such major liquidity above, and with the fundamental understanding that CPI came out like kind of bullish, it would be hard to tell. Give me 1 second. We're having a bullish shift here. I want to see if buyers, if you can find an opportunity where we retrace, find the seller absorption there, and then capture these buys until 64.40. That would be a pretty good trade to take, but right now we're just seeing aggressive buying continue to push through very aggressively. We do have a region at 6435 we have to worry about. Not really worry about, but be aware about. There is 100 sell contracts there, but I do want to see a retracement into potential buying area, maybe this cluster volume right there, and see how we do from there. Or maybe even this area. So I'm gonna mark from right here and down here. I want to see how price reacts at this area. And let's say we do enter somewhere around here. We keep our stop. 1.8.5. Keep it at around 1.8. 23 takes target. This could work, but I would prefer to target these highs up here. Aggressive selling coming in here. I do want to see seller absorption. If we do find seller absorption, I won't be mad to enter at all. We're at POC right now, session day POC, and we are rejecting off a VWAP on NQ. If you can break those, oh, I did not even show you guys yes, but I was on the wrong monitor. But basically, I was thinking maybe we could take longs here. If we retrace into this region, we saw high buying volume, and if we see seller absorption, then we would enter longs with the 1 to 3 risk reward almost. If on NQ we can break, hold on. If on NQ we can break these highs and potentially break and retest to target these highs, that would also work. So I want to see confirmation on both ends. Right now, we aren't necessarily seeing seller absorption, so it's going to be a waiting game. But yeah, honestly, that's going to be it for my pre-market analysis today. If you have any questions, feel free to join the free Discord server. Link is in the description down below. I'll answer any of your questions there, and there's many resources that I truly believe you can get a thing or two out of, all for completely free. So definitely check that out. Additionally, all the order flow tools that I'm using is linked in the description down below as well. Most of them do have a lot of free accessibility, so maybe just give it a shot for completely free, see how you like it, and start integrating it into your strategy. And as always, do your own research, but I'll see you guys later today for market analysis session, and I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.